15th, 2021, and I'm very excited to say that a lot of the heavier energies that I was experiencing yesterday and the purging has subsided, and I'm feeling a lot lighter, whole, and I'm ready to channel some messages. And the messages that I want to channel today will be regarding the twin flame journey, the divine counterparts, and how we can fully support one another during these times of separation, during these times of uncertainty, confusion, and challenges. So I'd like to start with the Dark Wood Tarot, just to pull some underlying energies. Wow. So what's so crazy is that as I was shuffling the deck earlier, this Fool card just completely jumped out of the deck. And now here it is at the bottom of the deck again. Now this is all about taking a leap into the unknown. This is talking about going on a journey, being fearless, not having any reservations, really just taking that leap of faith and being courageous in doing so. So, there are a lot of individuals at this time who are scared, especially the divine masculines, because a lot of what they thought that they knew is being challenged, what it means to be a masculine, what it means to be a man. All of these things are being challenged at this time, and they're being taught to embrace their femininity more, to break free from these old structures and patterns and traditional belief systems based on orthodoxy and indoctrination that tells him that it's not okay to be emotional, to be empathetic, sensitive, that has him questioning what it means to be a man. And okay, let's see. So we also have the Queen of Swords, which represents truth. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Cups. Wow, what a great way to start off the reading. These are beautiful underlying energies right here. So we're going to keep those out because this really sets the tone of the reading. And then we're going to split the deck and see what's at the bottom of the deck, which we have the King of Wands. More amazing energies coming through. And then at the top of the deck, we have, wow, the Nine of Pentacles. So feeling very independent, feeling very self-assured, being able to stand on one's own 2 feet. And I feel like that is the overlying energy of this twin flame reading, this divine counterpart reading. At this time, it's very important that both the divine feminine and masculine learn how to stand on their own 2 feet. And I feel like with the masculines, that's more so in terms of emotional independence, because that's what they're struggling with at this time. And with the divine feminine, it has more so to do with financial independence, material independence, which is what the Nine of Pentacles represents. This is more of a physical abundance. And this is the single card, so that does confirm that, many twins are still in separation. And that's okay. Sometimes you have to go on the journey alone. You see, the Fool is alone in their journey. They may have their guardian cats and dog here, but they're by themselves and they're still fearless. They're still fearless. So being able to stand on your own 2 feet, whether emotionally, financially, and both, really, is something both the divine masculine and feminine does need to work on during this time. And in doing so, all of these other energies are going to come into place. And you know, the King of Wands, he's just so self-assured. This masculine is truly, truly empowered. He works within the spirit realm. This is a passionate masculine who is fearless. So I feel like this is spirit telling the divine masculines to step into this power at this time and to be fearless. And for the divine feminine to continue to speak her truth, to set healthy boundaries, and to really embody what it means to be the Queen of Swords. This is a woman, she doesn't take any crap, okay? And to know that it's okay, like, you know, it's okay to turn on this energy at times. And then at other times, you know, stepping into your Empress energy is needed. But we have to call upon these different archetypes depending on the circumstance and the situation. So when our divine masculines are doing things that we don't feel are in accordance or in alignment with their divine soul path, it's okay to embody that Queen of Swords energy and let the masculine know about himself. Now, if he has a problem with it, if he gets defensive, just know that that's him still needing to heal some of his own inner wounds to continue to tame his ego so that he no longer becomes defensive when his divine feminine is calling him out on his stuff. But to see it as a blessing, to see it as a gift, and to see it as a form of wisdom. Because in ancient times, the divine masculines, they looked toward their divine feminines for guidance, for wisdom, for clarity. They never had issues consulting with her because they knew that she was a direct physical conduit to the spirit realm and the higher planes. And so they entrusted her to channel accurate information and wisdom from those planes. It wasn't until we started shifting into patriarchy that divine masculines started to have an issue with the divine feminine doing this kind of work. And that's when the divide happened. But now we're moving back into a place of union, of harmony, of merging the divine feminine and masculine energies together as one, not only within ourselves as individuals, but as a collective and as divine counterparts. And this is so important, so imperative right now. And in doing so, we are going to be harnessing the wheel of fortune. Things are going to be turning in our favor. And by coming together, coming back into union, we'll be able to create so much fortune, so much abundance, so much beauty, so much radiance, so much healing, so much light, and just provide the world and the collective with so many gifts that we are meant to shower this world with. And the Ace of Cups, this is Spirit offering a new gift, a gift of emotional fulfillment, because through coming back into union, there's going to be a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of love, and just a lot of bliss, which is ultimately what we are meant to experience and feel on this earth plane. But it requires healing and it requires inner work. One cannot expect to feel happiness or joy unless they've truly put in the work. And as they're putting in the work, they're going to have to go through these shadowy periods where it feels very uncomfortable, where you're purging a lot of generational curses, a lot of past wounding and traumas. But ultimately, you're meant to come out on top. Once you put in this work, once you traverse through the shadowy realms, through the underworld, you come out enlightened, you come out reborn, metamorphosized into a new being. So we'll pull some more tarot just to clarify. What energy is the divine masculine embodying at this time, Spirit? What energy? Where's the divine masculine at this time energetically? Emotionally, mentally. Ooh, 9 of Wands. Feeling very guarded, very trapped. And where is the divine feminine at this time, Spirit? What energy is the divine feminine embodying at this time? Five of Pentacles. So she's feeling left out in the dark, left out in the cold, because of how her divine masculine is acting at this time. And Spirit is here to tell you that it's okay to feel this way. It really is, but just know that your divine masculine's not doing this to you intentionally to make you suffer. He's going through his own transformation right now, his own journey. And this separation is needed right now. This independent, solitary energy is needed at this time, so embrace it. Clarify the 9 of Wands, Spirit. Please clarify the 9 of Wands. Clarify the 9 of Wands. Please clarify this 9 of Wands energy. Seven of Wands. Feeling under attack, feeling afraid, feeling fearful. Please clarify the 5 of Pentacles, Spirit. Please clarify this 5 of Pentacles energy that the divine feminine is experiencing at this time. King of Pentacles. Okay, so even though the divine feminine is feeling left out in the cold by her divine masculine, this King of Pentacles is telling me that she is learning to embody her own divine masculine energy within herself. She is learning to activate this energy within her own being. And in doing so, she can eradicate this 5 of Pentacles energy so that she doesn't feel left out in the cold and she doesn't feel impacted or affected by her divine masculine and his independent journey and what he's going through at this time. So this is powerful energy that the divine feminine is stepping into. Let's see, Spirit. How is the divine masculine seeing his divine feminine at this time? How is the divine masculine? Page of Swords. So going on a journey of truth. Cutting through the bullshit, cutting through the lies. This also can be like a watchful energy. Someone that's being very observant, very astute. Keeping a watchful eye on their counterpart. Please clarify the Page of Swords, Spirit. Clarify the Page of Swords. How is this Divine Feminine. Five of Cups, disappointed, filled with sorrow. What is the future energy of the counterparts once they're able to move out of this healing journey? What is the collective energy of the divine counterparts after they're able to move out of this healing journey? Ooh, the Magician. Very nice. So after this dark period, after this time of healing, both counterparts are going to be able to embody this Magician energy, which is all about manifestation, creation, being empowered, and knowing how to fully step into alignment with one's own creative powers. Whew. Please clarify the Magician. Ooh, Nine of Cups. This is amazing. Emotional fulfillment, independent emotional fulfillment. So stepping out of codependency, stepping out of feeling like one needs the other to stand in their power. And this also aligns with this Nine of Pentacles energy too. So we're seeing a lot of independence, a lot of standing empowered, standing tall, feeling confident. And in doing so, this is really going to bring the counterparts back together, back into alignment. Beautiful, very beautiful energy. You know, Nine of Cups is all about wish fulfillment. So, they're going to be manifesting wish fulfillment, which is being more in balance, more harmonious, not only independently, but together as counterparts. Because ultimately, counterparts are meant to come together. Twin flames are meant to come together in order to do divine sacred work and to fulfill their mission whilst here on earth. So we're going to just call from this Enchanted Map Oracle cards. Clarify this. Spirit, can you clarify this Nine of Wands and Seven of Wands energy that the Divine Masculine is currently embodying at this time? The Mountain card. So more challenges, obstacles, knowing whether to go around or through the mountain, how to progress on this journey without being overwhelmed. Spirit, can you clarify this Five of Pentacles and King of Wands? How is this Divine Feminine going to fully embody this King of Wands, or King of Pentacles, energy independently? Coming to life. Wow, number 29. Let's see. Because I've never pulled this card before, so I'm going to read from it. Coming to life. Intuitively, however, I sense a woman that is becoming fully empowered, really coming into her own, stepping into her own, knowing how to be independent while still still assisting her divine masculine and vice versa. But knowing that she's fully capable of also doing it on her own. And through doing this on her own, this is what's going to assist him to get through this mountain, through or over this mountain, this arduous journey that he's on at this time. So coming to life, something beautiful is being born in your life. When you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over time? Perhaps you've shed skins and identities and created new ones, or at the very least matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. You know things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with your own. This card indicates that a long-held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must try not to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form for the manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better than you could have possibly imagined. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Spirit, for that message. And can you clarify this Page of Swords and Five of Cups for us? Why is the divine masculine seeing the divine feminine in this way? Heal the ouch, but it came out in the reverse. So I feel like that he senses the pain that the divine feminine is currently experiencing at this time, and he's feeling quite responsible for it, knowing that he's caused her so much pain, so much heartache, and knowing that it's because of his own inability to transform and heal. Well, I don't want to say inability because he's quite capable of doing it, but his resistance to transform and heal. So yeah, feeling a lot of shame, a lot of guilt, a lot of regret. He is really in his feelings right now. Oh, my heart really goes out to the divine masculines. Spirit, can you clarify this magician and this Nine of Cups? How can we continue? How can we come fully into this magician energy so that we can receive our wish fulfillment as counterparts? Please give us some advice on how we can go about doing this. Dragon's Lair, 19. This has to do with facing your fears, conquering your fears, and not being afraid to go through the shadowy abyss, the heavier aspects of life, to face them with a pure heart, with pure intentions, with pure love, unconditional love, and more than anything, courage. I'm really sensing that more courage, more fearlessness is needed at this time. Not only, especially from the divine masculines, but also from the divine femmes as well. So we're going to pull from the Metatron Mastery. Can we get some more clarification on the divine masculine and his energy at this time, Spirit? Clarify this mountain and this 9 and 7 of Wands energy. How can he get out of this? How can he traverse and get over this hump, over this obstacle? Is there any way us divine feminines can be of assistance to him without being physically connected? Ancestors, appreciation and healing. Wow. So what Spirit is telling me is that the only way he's going to get out of this energy is if he makes a conscious decision and effort to not only identify his ancestral traumas and generational curses, but to also break free from them, to actively heal them, to confront them, not to run from them or pretend like they don't exist, or pretend like it's okay to continue perpetuating these old wounds from recycling and continuing to resurface. These are karmic cycles based on generational and ancestral lineages that do need to be addressed by the Divine Masculine at this time. Once he's able to do that and see that these things are in need of healing, this is when he'll be able to get through these obstacles and reunite with his Divine Feminine, who is traversing this path on her own, empowered. And with that said, Spirit, how can the Divine Feminine continue to come to life? What energy or messages or advice would you like the Divine Feminine to know at this time? So we have dragon strength. So twice 2 dragon energies came through. So I really feel like Spirit is telling us to embody the characteristics and attributes of the dragon, which is confident, very magnanimous, very powerful, very fearless, and very magical, very divine, very mythical. This is incredible, you guys. Okay, let's see. What collective advice would you like to give the Counterpart, Spirit? Collective advice on how we can heal the hurts that we cause one another, so that we can pick back up on this journey towards reunion and align our paths once again, so we can do this soul work. Water, emotional well-being. Wow. So really taking care of one's emotional health. This is beautiful. And look, this is the green heart chakra color and energy coming through. So healing that heart chakra, not allowing your heart chakra to close up just because you've experienced some wounding, some pain, some disappointment, but allowing it to remain open, active, so that you can continue to embody what it means to unconditionally love one another and yourself. This is the only way, and this is truly the path, the divine path, and the purpose of twin flames coming together. So really honing in on that emotional well-being, doing whatever it takes to get there is going to be really important at this time. Spirit, how can we courageously step forward into facing this dragon slayer, entering this dragon's lair? Review and reflection, time out needed. Yes. That makes so much sense. So putting, going into meditation, going into hermit mode, going into hangman mode, taking time to reflect, not being bombarded by a bunch of energies that can infiltrate, penetrate, and influence you. Going out in nature, reflecting, introspection. This is so important. We have to reflect. And this also has to do with being accountable for your own actions. Being able to see like where you may have went wrong or ways you could have done things differently. Being accountable for your own actions and how they play a role in the wounding process and in the healing process as well. But this requires going out alone, being in this solitary energy. So I'm being asked to call one more card from Metatron. So one last piece of advice he wants to give the counterparts. Metatron, what would you like us to know? Three cards came out. So we have Cosmos, mirrors you, action, and signs. So I feel like this is Metatron saying, continue to pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities that the universe, the cosmos, is providing you with. Because the cosmos, we are one with the cosmos. We are mirroring the cosmos. We are a reflection of the cosmos. As above, so below. What happens within the celestial realm is reflected here on the earth plane. And then action needed. So, yeah, this is going to require action. Not necessarily physical action, but just action in general. And that's what this King of Wands is all about. He's about taking action, not being afraid, stepping into your power. Fearlessly, courageously. So we're going to pull just one message from the Angel and Ancestors Oracle cards. Spirit, could you give us just one message and piece of advice that's going to assist us with this twin flame journey, this divine counterpart journey, this coming together, this merging, is coming into balance as we step into eclipse season. Wow, and as I was just talking about eclipse season, the winter card shows up. Take care of your needs. Wow. Okay, so we have Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. So yes, more themes of unconditional love, really embodying this unconditional love within yourself and within others. You know, being more accepting, more forgiving, seeing things from various perspectives, not just one-sidedness. Great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Beautiful. So really embracing the more spiritual aspects of the journey, knowing that the twin flame journey is it. Don't focus so much on the romantic aspect of it, because essentially that's not what it's about. It's really about invoking the spirit from within, healing, so that you can step into your self-mastery, so that you can be fully empowered and do your soul's path, your soul's work upon this planet. Winter, take care of your needs. So not being afraid to put yourself first. Really channeling this wolf spirit. And the wolf is all about freedom, strength. And I also feel like this, for some reason, is telling me that not being afraid to be a lone wolf, you know? To do it alone sometimes. Because some people, they get so caught up in these codependent relationships that it's like they're afraid to go on their own solitary path and journey from time to time. But sometimes that is what we need more than anything. You don't have to be around your divine counterpart 24/7 or joined at the hip. Once you realize that that person, your twin, is always with you in the 5D, no matter what, you don't fear separation, because you know you're always together. You're always connected, no matter what. Time, space, distance, none of that. Cultural differences, religious differences, age differences, whatever it is, that cannot come in between you and your divine counterpart in twin flame. You guys are always connected. And then we have Oracle, wait for important information. So yes, receiving information from these divine oracles through channelings, through readings, and perhaps learning to channel your own transmissions, learning to tap into the Akashic records on your own, so that you're not relying on others for sources of information, but that also has to do with ensuring that your pineal gland is activated and making sure that your third eye is fully awake. That is your mind's eye, your spirit's eye. Knowing that your two physical eyes sometimes are very full of optical illusions. They refract back optical illusions. This third dimensional physical reality that we're residing in is full of illusions, distractions, and just so much noise. So learning to filter all of that noise out so that you can hear the messages properly is very important during this time. And then we have High Priest, intend and create. So this is beautiful. And look at this falcon and this winged man. This is incredible. So really tapping into your High Priest energy, which is like a counterpart to the Oracle, you know, because Oracles are typically females, even though they can be males. And then High Priest are men. So yeah, this has to do with tapping into both the divine feminine and masculine again within yourself as an individual, not being in this codependent energy, stepping out of that, you know, really learning that you can care for yourself, you can cultivate all of this within you as an individual and become a whole, first and foremost. And once you do that, and then coupling it with the unconditional love for yourself, the collective, and your counterpart, that is when reunion really tends to happen. Because in doing so, you're assisting your twin soul in their own healing, their own opening up of their heart chakra and mending of their heart chakra. And then we're just going to call a last few bit of messages from the Work Your Light Oracle Guide. So star seeds, do you have any messages for us here on the earth plane? Messages you would like us to know at this time, during these times of uncertainty, these times of challenge, of chaos, of change, great change, beautiful change and shifts taking place. How can we continue to receive these gifts, these cosmic upgrades and downloads and rewiring of our genetic DNA that is helping us to become more aligned, more attuned to our higher selves? Wow. So we have leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. So yes, taking that leap of faith, and that is what this underlying energy from the Fool is all about. Taking that leap of faith, not being afraid, letting go of the fears, relinquishing the fears. And then it says, get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Yes. What did they say? What did Metatron say? That it's time to go out in nature. Get grounded, empaths. Spend time in nature. Get rooted, because once you get rooted, this is how you're going to eradicate these fears and be able to take this leap of faith. Let Mother Nature guide you. Don't be afraid to go spend time with her. Make time for her. Go into communion with her. She carries so many messages for you. Wow. This is an absolutely beautiful reading, you guys. I'm so happy. I do want to feel called to just pull one more card from the Work Your Light before we close out this reading. One final message, starseeds. How can we as humans, light workers, starseeds, empaths, really move into this place of balance and wholeness? Play. Have fun. fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. Yes, this is so important. So remembering to take time to play, because even though this spiritual work is very serious and it's not for the faint of heart, we have to be able to take time aside to play and enjoy life and celebrate life, because this is how we're going to embody more bliss into our life. And being in this light, blissful energy and not just being overly fixated on the material plane all the time, but really getting in touch with our heart chakra, like that 5th house energy. This is going to help us to really just relax and unwind and not be so uptight. Wow. What a powerful reading, you guys. Super powerful. I thank all of you guys for joining us today here on October the 15th. May these celestial energies continue to open you up, continue to shower you with love, bliss, harmony, radiance, and joy. If you need any more information, it'll be down in the description box. I'm available via email. I'm also available for readings and one-on-one coaching sessions. So please feel free to reach out if you feel so inclined to do so. Thank you so much. Much love, light, and bliss. Until next time.